Calligraphy is a centuries-old tradition of artistic writing. The original translation of the word from Greek is someone who writes beautifully. After learning calligraphy during her master's degree, freelance illustrator Francesca Mclean now specialises in what is known as modern calligraphy.
It's based on traditional calligraphy, as in it's got a thick and a thin stroke, but other than that it's a lot more free, and you can really experiment with it in regards to spacing, size, colours of inks, what you draw onto. And modern traditional calligraphy is beautiful, but it can be quite restrictive in its style, where modern calligraphy you can be a lot more playful.
But after finding there were no calligraphy workshops here in the city, she decided to set up her own at the Fisherton Mill Gallery along Fisherton Street.
I thought it would be a great opportunity to bring modern calligraphy to the people of Salisbury, and also to help develop the arts and the creative sort of hub of Salisbury, because there's a good community of artists here, and it's just good to keep that going.
The Beginner's Guide to Modern Calligraphy began in October with just a few dates, but she's had to increase the number of sessions as demand has risen.
So we start with learning the basics of modern calligraphy, doing some small exercises. Then we move on to the alphabet, and by the end of the session we're learning how to write words. And I've heard from some of my students after the workshop, and they're carrying on and practicing, and it's a really good hobby. It's actually quite therapeutic. It's something you can fit in to your day-to-day life. You can do sort of 15 minutes a night if you want, and develop really quickly. And it's something that you can use. You can use it to write in greetings cards, write a nice letter to a friend. Yeah, it's definitely sort of a lost art, like writing beautifully. So I think people appreciate it.
As technology develops and computers play a larger part in our lives, Francesca believes some of us may be starting to distance ourselves from the written word and the art of writing itself.
I mean, even from when I was at school, I think it's changed a lot. Nobody really writes that much anymore by hand. So actually it's quite a treat to receive a handwritten letter, or even just sort of somebody's name written really beautifully by hand. I think people miss that, and I think there's a resurgence, especially in craft, and I think modern calligraphy is included in that. And I think we're sort of reverting back to, actually I quite like things made by hand and handwritten letters, so I think that's why the course has been quite popular.
The gallery and Francesca are hoping to announce more workshop dates in the new year. Digby, that's Salisbury TV.